Hey guys, it's Michael. Today is your Tuesday, June 30th, second stimulus check and stimulus package update. We have a lot of information to cover. In today's video, we're going to go over states reopening and the increase in something called the positivity rate, which is leading to virus spikes all across the country. Then we're going to get into restaurants and bars having major issues with outbreaks being traced back to their restaurants, forcing them to have to shut down. And then finally, we're going to get into Congress, which is pushing for more stimulus discussions to happen before the July 4th recess. So I'll keep you updated on all of that and more in today's video. But before we get into it, I want to remind you guys to enter today's $50 free stock giveaway. I'll be announcing the winner in my last video today. All you need to do to be eligible is like the video down below, be subscribed to the channel, and comment down below the 3 stocks I mentioned at the end of today's video. And if you don't want to enter, you can still go ahead and get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app right now. Anyways, let's jump right into it and let's go over what is happening with states reopening first. So positivity rates are climbing in some US states, and this is very troubling and this is not good for us moving forward. It's not just case counts that are going up, but in general, a rising share of virus tests are coming back positive. That means that, for example, out of every 10 people who are tested, more people are coming back positive than they had before. In Los Angeles, officials said that the positivity rate there had risen to 9%, and just 2 weeks ago it was averaging 5.8%. On top of this, in Texas, the rate climbed to above 13% this past week, and it was only at 7% 2 weeks ago. So the positivity rate is nearly doubling. This is very significant because it means that the increase in cases that we are seeing, this spike that we have seen recently, is not just due to an increase in testing, but it means that the virus is gaining strength and is starting to spread even faster. So that'll be something important to keep an eye out on to see if this rate continues to go up. Moving on, as more restaurants and bars open for indoor dining, hard to trace outbreaks are prompting warnings from public health officials in several states. In Michigan, more than 70 cases were linked to a restaurant called Harper's Restaurant and Brewpub in East Lansing. In Alaska, the Seward Alehouse closed and encouraged customers to get tested after an employee tested positive for the virus. So there are a number of stories like this all across the country, and it's forcing restaurants to have to shut down for a second time. I know in Atlanta there have been a number of restaurants that I've seen open for weeks and weeks, and now all of a sudden they're empty and they have been forced to shut down. So comment down below any situations like this in your area. I'd be curious to see what is happening there as well. Moving on to Congress and specifically stimulus updates from the House. So House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who are both Democrats, on Monday, they urged Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell in a letter to immediately restart virus stimulus package negotiations in Washington before the July 4th recess. They say states are facing an alarming uptick in the number of cases and something needs to be done immediately. And we can't just go on a 2-week recess without starting discussions at least before they leave. In this letter, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer said that it is unacceptable that the Senate would recess without addressing the urgent issue with everything going on and the increase in cases. They explained that without additional stimulus support, additional stimulus money, Americans are struggling to cover costs of living, and Americans are continuing to face the burden of rent payments and evictions. Without more stimulus, they said, without recurring unemployment benefits extended, the $600 per week or $2,400 per month, without those extended, without additional direct stimulus payments, millions of Americans are not going to be able to pay their bill, and they're going to be faced with evictions. On top of this, they go on to say how state and local governments are struggling to fund essential services, including reopening schools in the fall. They said that now is the time for action and how it is not the time for continued delays and political posturing. They said people need the support, they need the money. People need to know that if they're unemployed, they can continue to get these $2,400 per month payments, because right now all of this uncertainty is causing a lot of issues in the economy. They go on to say how in the meantime, while nothing is being done, the Senate Republicans have been missing in action and they have not started to debate a second stimulus package. According to Mitch McConnell, he has indicated that talks will not resume until after the Senate's 2-week July 4th recess. They're scheduled to come back on July 17th. On Friday, Mitch McConnell indicated that the Senate would not consider more legislation until after it returns from its recess in mid-July. He goes on to say how sometime in mid-July, we'll take a snapshot of where the country stands, see how the jobs are coming back, see where we are, and then come up with another stimulus package. He said that they will be developing this package and he will be personally coming up with a package in his office. He said Senate Republicans have argued that much of the aid authorized by the CARES Act has not been spent yet. They said billions of dollars have not been spent yet. While that may be true, the most important part of this is that the American people in general have already received their stimulus checks, and now there's a lot of uncertainty about what is going to happen with these $600 per week or $2,400 per month payments. So while it may be true that billions of dollars have not been spent from the CARES Act, what has happened is that Americans have already received their money and it's already long gone. They've already spent their $1,200 stimulus check. People are already spending these recurring monthly payments for unemployment benefits, and now they need to know what's going to happen moving forward. There may be businesses that have not received funding, but ultimately the American people are waiting to see what Congress does if they're going to extend these $2,400 per month payments. There's been a lot of talk about these because as of right now, they're set to expire on July 31st. We've heard from a number of White House officials that they are looking at doing some sort of back to work bonus, maybe reducing these payments in general. But as of right now, there is nothing officially written up yet, and American people are waiting to see what will happen. So according to House Democrats and Chuck Schumer, they wrote this letter to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to try and urge him and push him to pass more stimulus measures even sooner to help reiterate and reassure the American people that there will be more support in the coming months. Anyways, that is just a quick update on what is going on in the world today on Tuesday, June 30th, between the second stimulus package, the letter from House Democrats, states reopening, and restrictions on bars and restaurants. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now let's get into the 3 stocks you need to enter to be eligible to win the $50 free stock giveaway. So the 3 stocks you need to enter is 1, which is Facebook, and the stock ticker symbol is FB. The second stock is Twitter, and the stock ticker symbol is TWTR. And the third stock is HubSpot, and the stock ticker symbol is HUBS. So make sure to comment those 3 stocks down below, like the video, and be subscribed to my channel. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app. Join our Power of Finance investors group if you're interested in the stock market, investing, or how to make money in general. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.